Hello guys, welcome back. Today is 94th day of our 100 days of challenge of Adobe, and today we are going to make this. So let's get started. So guys, here we are in After Effects. I have dragged all my things needed, all the assets. All these assets are provided by Film Learning. It's a YouTube channel. The tutorial is itself inspired by the Film Learning video. These all assets are free to download, and also this Spark Impact, it is also free. I will give the link of description both. I will give the link in description of both the assets. You can just go and download it. It's too simple and handy to use. So let's get started. I have dragged my footage. Just ignore the footage because I have recorded it too quickly for the video. Because of the Inktober, I am not getting too much time to create these videos earlier. Also my personal work is going on, so I have these two footages, one of the main character, which is me obviously, and the second one is the clean plate. Also ignore the background. I have just recorded before going to make the tutorial. I have made the composition as the vertical video is. So the composition for now I have make it 1920 by 1920 to see all of these assets clearly. That's why we are going to crank it little bit vertical afterwards. So what we are going to do first, so drag this gel lightning and let's just end it here like this. When you want it, let's make its mode to screen. Okay, let's just choose the position from where we want the flash effect. I want it from here. Let's drag it here like this. Then what we have to do, drag this guide layer. Okay, place it here. It is too much good work by Film Learning. It gives all of the handy things like lightning starts from here, so start your lightning layer from here. It had given each and every instruction of the tutorial like this. If you want to watch his video, just go and watch. It's too handy. I'm using the same technique. So what we have to do first, as you can see, we have dragged this, and let's just do one thing. Here is given add a 100% opacity keyframe. Select your main footage, press T to open opacity, add a keyframe on opacity, and let's just see where the opacity keyframe is 0%. Make the opacity here 0. Now our character is vanished like this. Here the lightning ends. Perfect. So what we are going to do next, let's adjust our lightning first. So I am going to scale it up a little bit more like this. As you can see, this lightning is for full body character and my legs are cut down here, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. So just adjust the position of lightning like this. Try to match it each and every position like this. Try to match every position like this. Yeah, this position is matching quite fine for me. So what we have to do next, as you can see, we have added main position here. So the next step is to add the sparks. So drag your sparks here. Let's press Ctrl S to save. So let's zoom in it a little bit more. Let's get, yeah, these sparks look good. So let's just press Ctrl Shift T to split it, delete the first layer. Let's make it screen, and let's just watch where the guide is telling us to add spark. Let's watch the guide. Okay, here is the add spark. first. Here is the add spark. Let's add it here. Let's add it some more positions. Here are the flares. Flash gone from the scene. So let's just duplicate it. Okay, sorry. Let's just go see when the frame ends, spark ends. Let's just split it, drag it forward to get another one where the another one spark starts, like here. So let's see, yeah, this one. We can just stretch this layer because this spark is too much taking time. Let's just make it 50%. Yep. Let's just drag it here and let's change its position to here. Okay, on this frame we need sparks only. Yep. On this frame, let's just change its position to here and the below one position to here where the lightning is. Let's select it, drag it forward, Control Shift T to split, right click. Okay, let's Z. Let's wait until it end here. Control Shift T, right click, time, stretch. Let's just make it 50% again, or we can just make it 40, 2 frames long, like this. Same for the another one. Let's add too much sparks. Drag again it up till here. On this frame we need sparks. Select the upper layer, drag it here, change the position. Okay, change the position here, wait until it ends. Come on, it ends here. Control Shift T, right click, time, stretch. Let's just make it only 2 frames. We can just try to keep it bigger, some of them bigger. Let's keep it 5 frames as it is. Same for the below one, time, stretch 100%. Okay, let's add the one last spark. Here it is. Okay, drag it here and here it ends. Control Shift D, delete this upper spark. Let's adjust its position now. Where is the another one? Let's drag it here. Come on, let's have a look for now. Let's zoom it a little bit. Press 0 to have view. Let's just save the file first. Control yes, save the file. 0 to have the preview. Okay, looking good. You can see, yeah, looking good. So let's add another thing now. Select your footage of lightning, press Ctrl D to duplicate it. Select the top layer, go to effects. Let's go to blur and sharpen and select box blur. Let's make the iteration to 3 and amount to something like, not too much, 8 or 9. You can see we have getting a small glow. Now select all of the sparks, right click, pre-compose and name them as sparks. Control D to duplicate them. Let's make them screen, also the top one screen. Select the top one, apply the same box blur, make the iteration 3, the blur radius to 8, a nice settle soft glow. Let's select them, go to effects, video copilot, color vibrance, and let's just make them something like this. No, that will be like welding, just a little bit orangish look. And we can just decrease the vibrance, just keep just a settle, 0.2 will be good. You can see, let's off this one, delete this one. On the upper you can see what's happening, just a little bit effect. Now the time is to add the warp effect. Okay, let's add some directional blur. Before that, select your footage, right click, new, adjustment layer, drag it on your footage, top of footage, go on the keyframe of when the opacity is 0, hold alt and square bracket to trim it before afterwards. Now select this layer. Let's do one thing. Firstly, take your pen tool and let's make a mask around your character, just a fast mask. It is not necessary to be perfect, just for the outline. Let's just off these layers for now. Okay, done. Now select the adjustment layer, go to effects, blur and sharpen and directional blur. Let's make the direction to 90 degrees, and here at first frame let's keep it 0, and at the end frame let's increase it quite low, quite high, up to like 20-25 to have this like directional blur effect. Let's make it 35. Yep, this will look good now, like a going effect. Let's on these layers again with Ctrl S. Don't forget to save your file. Okay, now let's do next thing. Again, right click, new, adjustment layer. Let's rename these layers first. Select the below one, rename it as direction blur. Let's rename it as direction only. Select the new one which we have created now, and let's rename it as displacement. Okay, select the displacement. Now create a mask opposite to your character, like this. Okay, like this outside the character. Here we want to displace. In my video the background is too short, so I am covering the whole scene. You can just select, copy the same mask from then and make it invert, but for showing I am doing this. So select the direction one, press M to open mask properties, and here open the mask properties, and don't forget to increase the feather. Let's make the feather to 100%. Okay, let's just keep it 50. Same for this one also. Select the displacement, hit M, open the mask feather. Let's make it 35. Now right click, you can just right click here and select the effects, but I'm going to here, effects, distort and turbulent displace. Now select So let's make the amount, let's decrease the size a little bit. You can see the size what happening here. You can just take what size you want. Okay, let's just try to keep it 65. Yeah, fine. Now watch the guide again, see where it is saying set warp at full. Before that we will have, okay, let's make decrease the amount, sorry, let's just decrease the amount, increase the amount up to 30, greater than 35. Okay, set the amount of warp to 0. Let's make the amount to 0 first here, add a keyframe on amount. Now come some frames ahead, set warp at full, let's make it 38, our value which we have decided. You can also increase it, you can also increase the value. I am making the size to 80. Yeah, perfect. Now come some keyframes ahead and see here, see what's happening actually. Where is our set warp is to 0%. Okay, where it is, here is full. It should be something here. Here it is set warp to 0, again set it to 0. So let's just minimize this for now and check the values. Now you can see we have a nice displacement effect on our background. So time to add flares now. In Film Learning video you can see he is using RGB split, which is a plugin for Red Giant, and I don't have it, so I am not using it. You can use it if you have. So come your project. So here the lightning starts. Let's see where are the flashes. Just reach page down to get one keyframe ahead. Here is add flare 1, select flare 1, add it on top here, and we need to keep it just one frame like this. One frame, let's make it screen. And here's the problem, our composition size. Let's make it our composition size. Press S, increase it, drag it over here. Okay, now come to next frame. Let's see where is the add flare 2. Here select the second flare, drag it over here, page down, alt and square bracket, make the mode screen, copy the scale properties, paste it, press shift P to open the position, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. For this one we are going to copy the same position and scale for this, all of them. So again, where is the flare 3? Here is the flare 3. Page down, alt bracket to trim it. Let's make it screen. Select the position and scale, copy, paste on the flare 3. It is going a little bit outside. Let's change the position, take it inside like this. Okay, here is the flare. Okay, here is the flare 4, here is the flare 3. Let's zoom in. Actually we have done them to two frames. Don't forget to make them one frame only. You can see here is the flare 1, here is the flare 2, flare 3, and let's add the flare 4 here. Page down, let's make the property to screen, position and scale copy, paste, perfect. Here is the spark 5, here is okay, here is the third one, here is the fourth one, and here is the fifth one, the last one. Page down, let's make it one frame only, screen, select the position and scale, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and let's just drag this again inside your composition. So I think we are done here. So the everything is done, so you can delete the guide, and at end hit Ctrl S. Before doing that, let's create a new layer. Okay, go to layer, right click here, new adjustment layer. Let's go to effect, color correction, exposure, right click again, go to color correction, tint. Let's select a dark blue shade of the lightning like this. Let's zoom in a little bit, decrease the tint up to 70%. In his video you can see he is using another plugin from Red Giant, Colorista. I am doing it without any plugin. So what we have to do, let's increase the exposure just like this. Let's make it 1.5. okay, it looks fine. So what we have to do, press T to open opacity. At this keyframe here, just before our flash is going to appear, let's make the opacity 0. Add keyframe on it. Go to second frame where is our flash is appearing. Let's make it 100. And the next keyframe where it is again flash is gone, make it 0. Same for here also. Copy these 3 keyframes, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Now you can see we have the same effect here also. Same for this one also, Ctrl V. But here you can see we have 2 flashes like this. We can just do one thing, we can decrease the exposure up to 1 for this scene, a little bit more lower, 0.5. Yep, like this. Yeah, let's just drag this keyframe a little bit more forward. Let's again press Ctrl V, delete this keyframe and drag these 2 keyframes here. And let's just decrease the value of this point little bit more lower, up to 0.2. Or let's just off the exposure. Okay, let's keep the exposure up to 0.2. And yep, done. So guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. It is same as of the film learning video, but I have created some of the effects without the plugin, without third-party plugin. So hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe the channel. So guys, let's meet tomorrow again. Till then, stay safe, take care, and keep watching.